right, political and intellectual, to really explain to the American people what this country's really about, what the values of this country really are. And as a consequence, the American people, all that's left is hatred of the left. Not a bad thing, but you need to understand why you hate.
Right.
And what you're seeing with Donald Trump is hatred for the sake of hatred, not with any positive agenda, not with ideas, not with values, not with something you can really stand by. And maybe it's time for the Republican Party to split up, and for those who hold principles, who are closer to the Constitution and to the founding of the country, to articulate those.
And that goes exactly with everything that I saw in exit polls when I was looking at and going over this for post-primary analysis, because in all, like for instance, just this past Tuesday, for all of the states that were involved, when we broke it down and it said, what quality do you like most about your candidate?
Yeah.
For Donald Trump, I mean, it was over 63%. He says it like it is.
Yeah.
Now, when you asked that shares my values, Cruz ended up taking that, and then behind him, Rubio. But it was like maybe 9% shares my values for Trump.
But this is the failure of the Republican Party. Why hasn't there been a candidate that said it like it is?
Right.
Right. The politically correctness has always been a feature of the left. Why have Republicans adopted that?
Right.
I mean, this is what Ronald Reagan did. He said it like it was. He said we're in trouble. He said the problem is government. The solution is shrinking government. He never actually did it, but he never actually shrunk government. But
In
at least
certain
he said
ways,
it.
but not with amnesty. Not with amnesty, and then there's some Second Amendment
we can talk
stuff.
about immigration another time, but not with government spending. Government spending doubled under Ronald Reagan. Taxes he shrunk, but he didn't shrink the actual size of government. That was a huge mistake.
And then we had government spending with the second term under Bush as well, and then we had No Child Left Behind. We had Medicaid expansion.
We also had taxes raised under the first Bush, and we had Part D of Medicare,
Read my lips.
and we had
That's my first
Sarbanes-Oxley.
political lesson.
Yeah.
Read my lips.
So Republicans have not taken advantage of the momentum that exists against political correctness. They played it safe. They played it compassionate conservatism, which is a huge mistake. They've tried to appease the left instead of fighting the left.
Right.
And what Americans are responding to is the fact that Donald Trump wants a fight. He wants a real fight. And now he doesn't stand for anything, so it's not clear what we're actually fighting about, but he wants a fight. And if there was somebody of principle who on principle wanted a fight, but a fight, an intellectual fight, on principle, I think the American people would respond.
It's like finding a unicorn, because you would need someone who is so principled, but yet is charismatic enough, because you need, people are drawn to personality, and you would have to have personality and principle embodied in one candidate in order to have a real shot.